All right, we're back for the late draw. Only 2 games on Friday night, late night draw. We'll take a look at the teams in a second after I get set up. It's Mark Zakin again. Only starting my second scotch now, so I may still be able to keep it straight. On sheet A, we've got Field of Dreams, skipped by Dan Muldowney with Nate Holm, Chris Godin, I'm sure I've got that wrong, and Christine Holm. And Diane is playing Captain Jack Miller with Sean Cummings, Phil Stevens, and Jennifer Cummings. And then in front of me on sheet C, Baroni with Ryan Heidi, Jim Engstrom, and Pia Engstrom against Ed Scimia with Patty Bowman, Michael Young, and Terry Nickerson. So A is Muldowney v. Miller. No game on sheet B. And on sheet C, we've got Bob Baroni versus Ed Scimia. All right. Game is live. Nobody is watching at the moment, so I can say whatever I want. And we need to go to the 6th sheet overhead. All right. We're underway. So a little less taxing for me with just 2 games to keep an eye on instead of 3. It's hard to call 3 games. Bob Baroni, very nicely decked out, by the way, with the Yankee Knickers pants. Calling for the center guard from Pia Engstrom, who I have never seen play. I have never seen the Engstroms. They must play on Friday or Sunday afternoon or sometime when I do not play. Pia Engstrom, decent delivery there. Maybe a little hot, but it's the first stone, so it's probably going to be a little slow. Sweepers are on it. This looks like it's going to be a very good center line guard or maybe top 12. Nice throw. Very nice start. And now, Ed Scimia calling for the corner guard from another player I've never seen, Terry Nickerson. So these must be brand new greenhorns. Welcome to the Nutmeg Curling Club. Pretty decent throw. This looks a little heavy, but out in the weeds it might bite and stay. Kind of close. Bob Baroni going to sweep it back, and it is through. Team's not yet throwing a rock yet on sheet A. Jack Miller wearing the Dodger jersey. Can't see the number yet of who it is. Number 4 for the Dodgers. I'm going to have to look that up. Not sure who number 4 was with the Dodgers. Pia Engstrom trying to draw around. I assume this is one of the old-time Dodgers whose numbers has been retired.
Like 2 weeks ago, I cleaned up my bag and I had like 5 cars.
Duke Snyder. All right. I never would have known that. Okay. Nice jersey, Jack. Throwback jersey, Duke Snyder. All right. P. Engstrom has put up a second guard. Diane was probably looking for a center line guard, got a corner guard. Jack looking to ask Jennifer Cummings to throw to the wing. I think Jack has a really good lineup with both Cummings and Phil Stevens. This is a hog stone, so Ed has no stones in play after the first two. Bob has two guards. Looks like it could be a hog stone over on A.
We're back. Sit down for 1 second.
My compliments to Steve Dulski, who bought me the scotch tonight, to thank me for what he described as my very entertaining call during last night's game. I think he is trying to ply me with enough scotch for me to be as equally entertaining this evening. Over on C, we are looking at another draw. Baroni is going to come out and help this. This is going to be a third guard if it gets over the hog line, which without the hammer is not a terrible thing. Over on A, Kristen Holm, who I haven't seen in a while. Her husband basically has moved into the curling club, but Kristen's not here that often. Anyway, she is trying to throw a draw in, I think, but it's going to be a centerline guard. Not bad. So we have two guards. If that stays on A, no, it's a hog. Ed looking to draw down with the two center guards. I'm not sure who this person is. I gotta look this up. This is Michael Young, another guy I haven't seen play. And that looks a little light. I think he's another new greenhorn. It looks like it's just going to go into the pile on the center line. Wick off. Corner guard for Ed. Not terrible. Ed's not unhappy with that. And if he was, he wouldn't tell you, because Ed's a gentleman. Unlike me, he wouldn't tell you if you threw a bad shot. Anyway, over on A, it looks like your mama playing a doubleheader. He's subbing for somebody. So let's see who your mama's subbing for. Looks like he's throwing second stones for Diane. Subbing for Chris Godden. That's good because I don't know how to pronounce Chris's last name, so I'm a little relieved. Your mama trying to draw behind that corner. Sweepers are on it. Looks a little light. And it's just another corner guard. Jack's probably going to try and draw behind those corners now. Michael Young trying to draw behind that corner guard that he just put up. This looks a little hot. Sweepers are running with it. See if it digs in. Doesn't look like it's going to. Baroni getting ready to sweep, and he's going to sweep it back and out. So no stones in the house on either sheet at the moment. Diane looking for a call in. Diane playing the yellow stones. Jack playing the red stones on sheet A. Ed playing the red stones on sheet C. Bob Baroni playing the yellow stones on sheet C. So Bob is now going to try the draw around that corner guard. Same line that Ed just threw on with Michael Young. This one looks a little better, not as hot. Ryan Heidi urging it to kind of come over and slow down. But unfortunately in curling, urging your stone generally does not produce any results. So that one's through. Phil Stevens on the stick, usually deadly with it, looking to draw in. The Cummings pair sweeping. Got to get by that top stone. Don't crash. And Phil Stevens' stone spills in where, let's see what it's counting. Oh, and I'm getting more scotches from Dave Schultz. Dave, congratulations. Very nice. So let's see, that stone did not squirt in. All right, I have enough scotch here to become a blabbering idiot by the end of these two games. Thank you to Steve Dulski and Dave Schultz. I'm going to check on the live dashboard where we have one person listening to me babble on. We have on sheet A, let's see, who is playing for Jack who just threw that? I'm a little confused who Diane has there who just threw that. Let me see. Oh, Diane has Nate home. Oh, so I thought that was Nate. Okay, so Diane is sitting shot. Jack is asking Sean Cummings to take that out. Big weight coming. Jennifer and Phil Stevens on it. Looks like it's crashing on the red. See if it gets by. It's definitely crashing. Jack coming out. See if he can sweep that red in. And the red does trickle in, but not to be counting shot. Patty Bowman playing for Ed. Crashes the guard. Ed seems fine with that since he has hammer. Bob Baroni is sitting shot, but only in the top 12. He's got a biter in the 12 on the far side, so Baroni's sitting 2, but I assume he's going to put up a guard, maybe throw a tap, maybe try to draw around it. It looks like it's tap broom to me. We'll see what he decides to do. Over on A, Nate Holm. That's a pretty good lineup. Nate Holm, your mama, and Kristen Holm for Diane. She's got some good first-year players. Jack has some good first-year players with the Cummings. So interesting matchup. Nice draw there by Nate. Sitting 2 yellow. Top 4, back 4. And Jack is now going to ask Sean Cummings to probably draw down to them and tap one of them. He's got the broom pretty tight. He's looking for the double then. I don't see the double. That's a very tight. He must be looking to peel the guard. It's his own guard. Or maybe run back his guard, because that broom is super tight. There's no way he's getting to the yellows on that broom. He does hit the red flush, squirts it by, and Diane is still sitting 3 or 2. She's sitting 2. That top red is being out. That top red is out counting that yellow on the back, but Diane's going to put up a guard. Baroni either overcurled his guard or draw, and now that shot rock is very exposed, and Ed's about to throw, so you know that shot rock is disappearing. So I thought for a moment Ed might be throwing on the broom tonight for fun, but no, he is getting a stabilizer. So Ed is just going to hit and probably try and roll behind the guards and count, but at least take out that yellow. Diane is looking to throw the guard. So Ed Stone underway. Online, no sweeping. Looks like it's not going to get to the inside. May get to nose. Gets to nose. Oh, spills to the outside. And stays. Out counting, I think, the yellow on the outside. Diana's thrown a very good guard on her 2 stones. So Jack, with the hammer, has got a decision about whether he wants to peel again or try to draw in there. Bob is going to hit back, I assume. Taking a lot of broom, though. Taking much more broom than Ed took. Oh, he's tightening the broom now. He's tightened it quite a bit. Okay, that's better broom, because I didn't understand where the broom was before. But Bob definitely in the take me out to the ball game mode here with the baseball knickers. Looks like it's right out of the 27 Yankees. Duke Snyder, the Duke of Flatbush, where Jack grew up. Bob is a little wide on this hit. It's down weight though, so it may be okay, but it's got to come back quite a bit. Sweepers are on it, so it's coming back. Not super heavy. Bob does not throw big weight takeouts. Actually, this may not be enough to take it out even. It might wick off and go in. Yeah, even better. Wow, if that was the call, that was tremendous. Wow, really, really nice shot there by Bob Baroni. Spectacular shot. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. So Ed's going to have to draw down to the 4. The draw is there to take 1. But that was a very good shot. And over on sheet C, it looks like Jack moved some stones around in the house. But Diane is still sitting 2. And she could throw another one in there, top 4, and really cause Jack a lot of trouble. Top 4, top 8. Ed trying to throw the draw. Sweepers are not doing anything. They're on it now. Looks like it could be a little light. No, sweepers are off. It's going to crash. And roll in, and Bob is going to steal 1. So brilliant shot by Baroni to steal 1 here with that wick in. Diane Muldowney looking to throw a centerline guard, looks like. Nate's come out to help the sweeping effort. 3 sweepers. Diane coming around from behind, maybe also join the sweeping effort, but doesn't get there. And that was a big mistake by Diane to come up light with that draw. So Jack now has a pretty easy draw in for 1. Or just a hit and stick for 1. So that was a squandered opportunity by Diane. Well, let's see if Jack can capitalize on the opportunity. And now Pia Engstrom being asked to put up a centerline guard. Line looks pretty good for Pia's draw. Jack's hit. He's going hit here. A little dangerous on the hit. You got to catch it flush, otherwise you'll spill out or catch the inside. Sweepers are not touching it. It's just by the guard, so I think he's got nose. It's not super big weight. He's nose. Nice shot, Jack. So hands go up. Nice shot for Jack. And he takes 1. Very nice centerline guard by Pia Engstrom. And now Ed's going to ask Terry Nickerson, his lead, to put up the corner guard. So we have 1-0 action on both sheets. Jack Miller up 1-0 with the red stones on sheet A. Bob Baroni up 1-0 with the yellow stones on sheet C. And me with multiple scotches here in the booth. This stone looks like it is going to wick that center guard, or maybe get past. No, it does wick the center guard, does trickle in. We'll see if Bob goes after it or puts up another guard or draws behind his guard. Looks like he's going for the draw behind. I'd probably hit the red one, but he's going to put up the guard. You never know what level player you're playing with here at the Blarney Stones, so that does dictate strategy, and he looks like he's going to get the hit anyway. I would sweep that, Bob. You could have gotten the hit if you swept quickly, but no, you've missed it, and now it's just a flash through the house. It was one of those shots that just handcuff you. You know, if you're going to, you're calling for the draw, and so you're waiting for it to break, but if it's that heavy, you got to go to plan B quickly, and plan B there was to sweep it try and chip that red and wick over, and Bob did not make that call quickly enough, or even at all, I don't think. But anyway, we just have a fall there by Terry Nickerson as she came out of the hack. But this may still be a good corner guard. Sweepers are on it pretty hard. Patty Bowman trying to get this over the hog line. It's not going to make it, so it's a hog, and Ed is going to take it out of play. Over on sheet A, no stones in play yet. Jennifer Cummings looking to throw a guard. Oh boy, she really held that a long time. Sweepers are not on it, but that looked to me like hogged out of her hand. Sweepers are on it pretty hard now, and they are going to just get it over the hog line. Oh, it's a little deeper than I thought, so the ice is speeding up quite a bit, and it is a pretty good center line guard. So nice throw by Jennifer Cummings. I misread that one. Bob Baroni looking for a draw in here, and he's going to get it. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Bob's sweeping it. Gotta go. Come on, take it back, take it back, take it back. Very nice. Top four, 3/4 buried. Very nice stone by, looks like, give me a moment here, Jim Ingstrom. Very, very nice stone by Jim Ingstrom. So the Ingstrom team of Jim and Pia Ingstrom throwing the guard and the come around for Bob Baroni. Very nice. And now Ed is going to look to peel the centerline guard, or he'll take a chip of the stone that's the shot rock, but I think he wants to peel the centerline guard. And we have another fall. Sweepers are on this. I think he's going to get the peel, but this may jam onto his own red. Well, let's see. No, it's going to be a straight peel. Nose. Oh, and it doubled it. Wow. Wow. Ed nodding his head like he thought that was going to happen. Holy cow. So that was a real Blarney stone shot from Michael Young, who fell as he threw it. And he peeled the center guard and got the shot rock off the button. So Ed is now sitting shot with a centerline guard just off the center. And Bob is now going to chase that shot rock. And it looks like he's going to just wick it and maybe roll in. So Bob trying to sweep that stone out, but it's not going to go out, and that's a problem. Because Ed's going to sit one, and after he hits this, if Michael Young can hit this one and stay, Ed's going to sit two. Meanwhile, over on sheet A, Jack has a centerline guard and a stone in the back four. Diane is trying to have your mama hit this stone in the back. Sweepers are not on it. The home pair is not touching it, so I assume it's by, which it is, and the nose hit, and a little roll over to the button. Great shot by your mama. And now Michael Young, after that brilliant double, is going to flash this one. Oh, he hits his own guard, crashes that, hits the one in the back, crashes that. That was an exciting shot. So the guard is gone. Ed Stone is still there in the back. Bob's still shot in the front, and I think Bob is going to try and hit the one in the back, so that's the right play. So Bob is asking Ryan Heidi to hit the stone in the back. Definitely the right play without the hammer and against a player like Ed. You do not want to mess around giving Ed stones in the house. Meanwhile, Phil Stevens comes right back and hits the stone that your mama put there. So back-to-back brilliant hits on sheet A. And now your mama is going to have to come back with the home sweepers to try and hit that one back. So your mama coming out, nice delivery, looks a little down weight to me. Sweepers are not on it, but that looks a little down to me, and it may crash on the red. It's got to get by the red. Sweepers are on it now. It's by the red. Oh, just by the red. Gets the red, rolls a little bit exposed. Very nice shot. Ryan Heidi did not make the, I don't know what was called over here on C. I wasn't watching, but Ryan put a second one in, this one on the button. So that must have been the call, because there's no way they went for a hit there and missed it by that much. So Patty Bowman going to go after this shot on the button. There is a jam if she hits it on the outside corner. And over on A, in the trading of hits, Sean Cummings going to try and trade hits. Patty Bowman's hit is a little wide, but it's coming in now, and I think she may chip it, but if she chips it, it's going to be a jam, I think. She chips it over, Ed sweeping it, but it's, wow, nice sweep by Ed. That red may be counting on the back, so let's see. We'll take a look at the near C. If you take a look at the near C, it could be one red right now. But Bob is asking for Ryan to maybe split the house, run this yellow back into the red. Not exactly sure what the call is here. Weight's pretty decent. Over on A, another hit coming down from Nate Holm, and he's got the nice downweight hit. And that's going to drive the red to the back and maybe biting. Over on C here, Ryan Heidi trying to tap this up. It doesn't have to move much to be shot. It's definitely shot now. And it's definitely loaded for a jam on that red on the back. So I don't know if Ed's going to go after it, because if he tries to hit that yellow-yellow combination, it's going to jam on the red in the back. And he may hope that it doesn't hit it flush. He's going for it, but he's asking. He plays with very good players who can maybe make this shot and avoid the jam on the back, but it's very precise, and he may be asking for a little too much from Patty. Anyway, we'll see. Looks like Patty's on broom to hit this. Sweepers are on it. It doesn't have enough weight to move this top yellow, I don't think. The question is what happens when the yellow comes off to the back yellow and it's a dead jam onto the red. I'm kind of confused about that shot, to be honest. I'm not sure what Ed was thinking. But now there are 3 yellows in the house, and Bob is going to look to block it up a little bit. There's no way to keep Ed from all the opportunities, all the shots that he has. Finally, there was a crash of a guard on A, and the hit, the trading of hits ended. So it ended with the yellow on the button. That's Diane's, and another yellow in the back. So Jack is going to try and get around that guard and hit that yellow. So very interesting games right now on A and C. It's early, very close games. Hope you're enjoying the action from the Nutmeg Curling Club with absolutely no one watching on Friday night. I am talking to myself here.
Barb, I have to ask you a question. Where do you get the outcome? It's good.
So over on C, Bob Baroni's guard looks maybe a little heavy, but it's pretty good. I don't think it's going to be on top. Could be a wick would be really good right here. I think he's going to get it. Yep. He's wick, top 12. He's sitting 4. And Ed is just going to try and come down, maybe double off these yellows on the back and squirt over to be shot. Jack did manage to chip out that yellow and sit shot. I don't know if he shot. It's close. Let's take a look at the overhead cam on the near A. I think it's Jack. Take a quick look at it. I think it's red, but it's close. Diana's going to go after it. Ed over here on sheet C is going to try and throw big weight double. Hope to skinny the inside of that yellow, hit the other yellow on the as it comes across, and then bounce up into the top, into the back four. A lot of weight on this shot expected. Ed is on the broom. No sweepers on it. I think sweepers are on it now. No. I don't know if he's going to get quite what he's looking for, but he did drive them both out. He did not get the roll. He did not hit it enough on the inside of the outside yellow to bounce over. So Bob Baroni now has a hit right back. And if I'm Bob, I would be just happy to just hit this and maybe not even stay. Diane makes a nice hit, jams on hers, jams on the back, but Diane is sitting 2. Jack with a stone, probably going to want to maybe hit that yellow. There is jams there for the double. There are jams there. Maybe just come down to it. I think he's still thinking about it, but I think he's going with the hit. If he catches just off nose on the left side of nose as he's looking at it, I think he gets them both, but there is a potential jam on a back red. There's a jam on a back yellow, so we'll see. Bob, I think Baroni just needs to hit this red and squirt out. I don't think he wants to stay. He's a little wide, but he's down weight. Sweepers are on it. I think they need to come up. It needs to curl. It's curling now. I think he's got it. Doesn't have to hit it by much. Would like to spill out, which he does, and stay. Oh, and another nice shot by Bob Baroni. He's throwing lights out at the moment. Bob Baroni playing very, very well right now. So Ed with the hammer. I think he's thinking if he doubles these 2 yellows in the front, he'll sit shot. I don't know. Hits this yellow and rolls inside to the other yellow, he'll sit shot. He can't hit it flush. Meanwhile, Jack, I wasn't watching, but Jack must have flashed because I see 2 yellow stones in the house and Diane about to throw her stone. So Jack must have flashed. And so Diane, with an opportunity to just draw down on her stones, take 3. Ed's shot underway. I think he needs to hit this yellow on the inside. It looks like he might actually go through the middle. Is that possible? He does go through the middle, hits them both, then winds up on the button. Nice shot by Ed. But he only takes 1. Very, very nice throw. Not sure I would have figured that one out, to be honest. So that's why Ed is at the head of the class. And very, very nicely played stone by Ed. So it's 1-1 here and a good game on C. Diane's shot just barely hangs on the back. And I think she's taking 3, Diane. Yep. Diane is going to take 3. So on sheet A, 3-1 Diane with the yellow stones. On sheet C, 1-1. And Ed is going to ask his lead, Terry Nickerson, to put up the traditional center line guard. So we now have 2 people watching. I'm going to have to watch what I say. Before it was nobody. I was talking to the air. But now there are 2 listeners hanging on my every word. In some interesting games, some very interesting late curling action here on Friday night. The club is very alive with a lot of players from the early game. We have some other curlers not playing in the in the Spiel who are here. Don Malner, I think, isn't playing. Mike Hope, I don't know if they're playing, but they're here. And then, of course, you've got Pete, who is Jim O'Boyle's partner, the Blarney Stone now named after Jim O'Boyle. Larry Zolo is here. Not sure he's playing. So we got a nice collection of people here in the warm room, laughing, yucking it up, and watching the curling. Morikaki's here. I don't think she's playing. All right, back to the action. Diane has the center line guard. Jack going with the corner guard. Bob Baroni tried to draw in or around, missed. And now Ed is looking for the center guard again. So Terry Nickerson looking to put up the center line guard.
You're like an intro PI so much. That's on you're like, how is that even possible? Like lay flat on the edge, not
All right, center line guard, just off center is up. Ed's got a stone biting the top 12. Bob is calling for the draw behind. Over on A, Jack looking for the T-line draw to the corner. Jennifer Cummings, stone underway. Pia Engstrom's throw is a little heavy. She's shaking her head, knows that's a little heavy. Bob helpless, can't do anything with it. It's going through. Ed not bothering to sweep it. He's on it now. It's through. Jennifer Cummings' attempt to go to the wing on A is wide, is light. So no stones in the house yet on A. There's a biter in the house on C. They didn't put the score up on C, but the score on C is 1-1. Score on A is 3-1, Diane. Diane looks like she's going to try and have your mama draw through this port. Nice throw. Sweepers are on it. The Holmes combination. Little crash here, but it might be able to sweep that up and in. No, it's just a crash. It looks like Michael Young just switched to the stick. Did I miss this? I think he just switched to the stick. Nice throw. I don't know if I've seen this before, but Michael Young, who I think was delivering on a step slider before, has switched to the stick and made a very nice hit. Wow. I had the wrong guy. Let me see. Is that not Michael Young? No, Jim Engstrom. Jim Engstrom, did he switch to the stick? I'm kind of puzzled. Did I miss that? Anyway, Jim Engstrom on the stick made a very nice hit there. And now we have this is Michael Young. Trying to throw the draw, very heavy. That's through. Your mama trying to draw in again. Could be on the red, could promote the red. Sweepers are not on it. Doesn't hit the red. All the way through. Jack's going to sweep it out. All right. Jim Engstrom going to try the draw on the stick now. That's decent. Sweepers are on it. They're off it now. That looks decent. They're on it again. Got to go hard now. Bob is out sweeping it. Got to go hard now. They could get this in. It's breaking pretty good. It could get top 4. Well, not top 4, but it is top 12 and counting. Ed's going to hit it, I think. Over on C, still nothing in the. Over on A, still nothing in the house. Ed's going to try and get Patty Bowman to hit this stone.
First person shoots towards the second.
Patty pitched it a little wide, but it's kind of down weight, so I think it's going to be okay. No. Let's see. Well, she did get it, but not enough to get it out. Her shot spills out, but the yellow trickles behind the corner guard that Baroni has. So Bob is sitting 1, pretty buried, and he's looking to put another one in the top 12 biting, I think, which is a nice place. Asking Ryan Heidi to do that. Over on C, Jack, I guess that Jack must think that yellow's biting if he's hitting it. He's got Ryan Heidi hitting it. Maybe he's just afraid that it would be promoted. Ryan trying to throw the draw. He's wearing the Don Mattingly jersey, number 23 for the Yankees. Very nice. The sweepers are on this pretty hard. I don't know if this is going to get to the house. Bob Baroni's out sweeping. 3 sweepers. They've come up. Oh, it is in the house. Nice shot, but not buried. Wide open on the button. And Ed is asking Patty Bowman to hit and roll. She's going to need to throw less weight than she threw on the last one. The weight she threw on the last one is not going to curl enough to hit and roll. So let's see if she can take it down a notch. It is down a little bit. But it's still wide. It has to move a lot. It's coming now. It's going to get to nose. We'll see if it gets to the inside. It's just nose. Little to the inside, but mostly nose. So it's pretty open. Bob's got the hammer, so Bob does not need to come to the inside. He can hit it on the outside and roll the other way. So he's given Ryan a lot of room. He's asked Ryan to throw it down weight. So if he could just hit it maybe just left of center, roll over into the 8 on the other side, that would be a good spot. Ryan, weight is down. Sweepers are on it. He's throwing less than Patty threw. It's coming in nice. Just want to get the edge of this. They're sweeping it again. Don't want to be nose. He did get it, maybe a little thicker than I would have liked, because now Ed can hit it and roll over nose. So you really want it to be a lot further. There's a lot of room there for Ed to be nose, to be cornered to it now, to hit it in the corner and roll. Over on A, we haven't looked at that in a while. Diane is sitting shot in the top 12, drawing in to try and get a second one in with a 3-1 lead. Sweepers are not touching this. It's definitely going to get to the house, I think. I don't know if it's going to bury. No, it's not going to get to the house. A little light. Overcurled. So Jack has an open draw. Ed is definitely going to try and hit this and roll. So let's see if Ed can get to the inside. Ed is generally deadly at shots like this. Line is good. Sweepers are on it.
That would be an amazing idea.
You gotta go. Gotta go. Uh-oh. I think Ed might flash. He was bitted off a little bit too much. Tried to be too clever. Does not have the big sweepers he normally plays with, and so that one flashed. Tried to be just a little too fine with that shot and flashed it. So that gives Baroni a big opportunity here. Maybe put up a guard. He's looking to put up a high guard. Make it difficult for Ed to cut him down and then throw in for the third point on the second shot. Meanwhile, Jack's draw here is underway. The Cummings are sweeping vigorously. Need to get it through a very narrow port. They're off it now, so they're through the port, but this may be heavy. We'll see. Diane's coming over to sweep it, and it's going back and out. So Diane's still sitting shot. Jack a little heavy on the draw. Bob looking to put up a guard here.
So it's like, I have like one more. I pretty much have one more
Usually I win the first one and then take the dive at the end and get nothing.
So Bob Baroni Stone on the way. Sweepers are on it. Should clear the hog line pretty easily. Coming in nicely now. Don't want it to overcurl. Don't want it to be too deep. Needs to check up. Check up a little bit. Overcurled a smidge. Pretty good shot. Going to be tough for Ed to hit that out and stay. I think he can hit it. Whether he can get to the inside of it, I don't know. Maybe he's going to draw the... It looks like Ed's decided he's going to draw the other side. It's a very interesting selection of shot here because Bob is sitting 2. I don't think Ed has thrown a draw on this side yet. He's got to come in through a narrow port against the wall. Meanwhile, over on C, it looks like Diane threw one to the back. So she's sitting 1-2 with one on the back, and Jack's got to put one in to take the one. He's got backing. If he draws down to the one on the back, I think he's shot. Ed is his draw is underway. Line is pretty good. It's all a weight only. He's past the guard on the top.
Yeah, shuffleboard.
He's going to get past the guard. Is he going to? Does he? He's past the guard. Does he have enough to get in to count? They're sweeping it hard, and he does have enough to sit second, maybe? I don't think he's quite shot. Let's take a look at the overhead on that. Sweepers are sweeping Jack's rock, and it looks like Jack is in to count 1. So nice draw by Jack. And then here's the overhead. Bob, if he can hit Ed Stone out, will take 3. You can see about half of it. So nice downweight hit. Gets past the guard at the top. He can make this and sit 3. All right, Bob Baroni's hit on the way. Maybe a touch wide. Needs to come back. No, I think he threw it wide. Can he get an angle off of his or a doink off of his? Nope. All right, so they're going to have to look at this closely. Looks like one yellow from the overhead. They're not measuring it. They're calling it one yellow. Okay, so Jack did take his one on sheet A. Nice draw, pressure draw by Jack to take one, because if he gave up a steal of two there, that would have been very bad news. Ed, as usual, with a very big draw to cut Bob down to one. And Ed now takes back the hammer down 2-1 in the fourth. So two very good games at the moment. And only one lonely soul on Friday night watching curling at the Nutmeg Curling Club. So who's more lonely, the one lonely soul watching or the one soul talking about the game? Hard to tell, but I at least have two scotches in my hand, and the lonely soul watching, I don't know what he or she has. Anyway, P. Enstrom throwing a center line guard for Bob Baroni. And it's definitely over the hog line. Looks a little heavy, but I don't think it's through the house. I think it's in the house. Could be through. Ed's going to sweep it when it hits the T line. Oh, it's through. Yeah, Ed's barely going to touch it. I think he wouldn't mind it being backing, but it's out. Over on A, multiple center line guards, jamming up the front. Diane going to try and draw in now, I think. Or maybe even put up another guard. Diane likes to play with a lot of junk in front, so maybe she's just looking for more junk in front. Ed looking for the corner guard from Terry Nickerson. Shots underway. Patty Bowman, the lone sweeper. I have a feeling that Jim Engstrom may have hurt himself. Or Michael Young may have hurt himself. Or I don't know where Michael Young is. He's not on the ice, so I don't know what happened. But it's just one sweeper. I don't know where Michael Young is. Hopefully he just went to the restroom. So over on A, Diane did get a draw in, and so Jack is looking for Phil Stevens to draw in a little deeper than Diane drew in. Phil looks a little narrow here, but sweepers aren't on it, so maybe he's not narrow. It's a bad angle from here. It's not narrow. In fact, it's heavy and going through. Diane's going to come up and put a little bit of sweeping into it, but this is going all the way to the back. All right, not out. In the back 12. Over here on on C, we have I guess Terry Nickerson throwing a third stone? Oh no, I don't know. Michael Young is back. Terry Nickerson is throwing her second stone. Michael Young's fine, he's back. So I guess he just took a restroom break. Terry Nickerson's second stone is a little hot. It's at the T line now. Bob Baroni gonna sweep it. Ed's gonna not sweep it. Ed's gonna sweep it. So it's back four. And Bob Baroni's gonna hit this for sure. Maybe try and roll over. So Jim Engstrom on the stick. Gonna try and hit this stone. Jim had a very nice hit the last end. This one a little wide, but it's down weight, so I think it's got a chance to come in nicely. And here it comes. I don't think it's going to be a heavy hit. I don't think it's going to take anything out. It might just sit on it or just tap it back gently. That's a very nice stone. Ed trying to sweep his stone back to create separation. Ed's going to ask Michael Young to hit this yellow. I think if he hits it in the right spot, he can get it to go without the red going, but I'm not sure that Ed cares that the red goes so long as the yellow goes. And one of these reds stay. Over on A, Jack does have one on the button. Not sure who threw it there. But Diane has your mama coming down to it, and he's got it. Nice shot. So that's going to go. Your mama's stone is going to stay. Michael Young's hit or draw or whatever is way off the mark. So Bob is just going to guard his shot stone. Look for center line guard. Over on A, Jack is going to ask Sean Cummings to hit this rock and maybe roll in if he can get the roll. But I'm sure he wants to hit. He wants to hit it on the inside because on the outside there's a bunch of jams on red stones. So sweepers are on it. Phil Stevens, Jennifer Cummings, sweeping it hard, trying to keep this on line to catch the inside of it. It looks like they do have the inside of. Oh, they flashed it. Oh, that's a shame.
That's one perspective. That's a perspective.
Bob Baroni got an excellent centerline guard from Jim Ingstrom on the stick. And so Ed is going to ask Michael Young to peel that guard. We'll see. Michael Young is throwing on a broom. Doesn't seem very stable, but he's throwing with the broom. And he falls down again. I'm not surprised. His setup is not correct. Hopefully he didn't get hurt. He might make this shot. He's made a few shots already after falling. Nope, he flashes. So Michael Young should come to my clinic because there are things we could work on to improve that delivery. Ed giving me a look. Jack wants Sean Cummings to try and hit this stone again. I guess whatever Diane did not work out. Sean Cummings has another opportunity to hit this. Bob probably just wants to put up another guard in the top 12. Sweepers are on this one. They're off, so Jack must like it. They're on again, so Jack must really like this. Up and off and on. They did get the hit. They are rolling over. They are going to sit. Shot and buried, but it's just behind the tee line. So Diane has options, but Jack's stone in the back is now shot. Diana's second shot, and Diane is going to ask for a draw on the outside of the sheet down to that pile of red. Meanwhile, Bob is going to get a perfect centerline guard to cover the centerline guard he has already and the shot that he has on the button. Ed is going to ask Patty Bowman to throw the double peel or maybe try to draw down to the button. No, he's decided to go with the double peel. Nate Holm throwing the draw down to this pile of red on the back. Sweepers are on it pretty vigorously. Katie Holm, your mama, Diane, the whole gang. And it's a beautiful draw by Nate Holm to the tee line. Sit shot. Nice shot, Nate. Nate, one of our best first-year curlers, had tremendous success at the Dykes this year, skipping a team that went 3-0 in their first 3 games, including victories over last year's defending champions at the Dykes. So Nate Holmes with a very, very promising curling career. Some very good curlers on that sheet C, very new curlers. Sean Cummings, Jennifer Cummings, your mama. A lot of very good curlers in the making on sheet A. No, thank you. I've got multiple scotches. Thank you, though. All right. Over on sheet C, we have Ryan Heidi looking to try to draw in or put up another guard. His stone looks a tad heavy. I don't think where they're going to want it to be, and Bob is going to try and sweep it all the way back behind the shot rock. which is a good decision, and then Ed is going to try and sweep it back, but the button is now available if Patty can get on top of that yellow and just chip it a little bit. So Ed is looking for back circle weight. Just chip that yellow a little bit and sit shot. Over on sheet A, Jack trying to draw in. There is a Diana sitting 1 in the 8. Sweepers are on the Cummings pair, sweeping vigorously, but this is going to crash. I don't think it gets by the guard from my angle, and it doesn't. Patty Bowman's shot is a little hot, but I think she's going to get a piece of that yellow. Nice shot by Patty. All right, so Patty does chip the yellow away, does sit shot. She's in front of backing. Ed has the hammer, so Bob's going to need to catch the inside of this red. Not terrible if Bob also loses his yellow in the back, but this red has to go. Bob not taking a lot of broom here. Bob taking a lot of broom, so Bob likes to throw down weight. It looks to me like this is going to be somewhat down weight. Patty also wearing the Road New York Yankees jersey. I'm not sure if she has a number on the back. We'll see. It's a combination road with pinstripes. Very unusual. No number on the back. Road gray in the front and then the back, but the sleeves are Yankee pinstripes. Very unusual shirt. I kind of like it. Well, I like any Yankee jersey. Ryan Heidi wearing the 23. Don Mattingly. A lot of Yankee jerseys out here tonight. All right, Diane drawing in on top of her stone. Nate Holm coming out to sweep. I don't really like that. Diane going to crash on the top. So that's going to leave Jack Miller with a draw. Bob Baroni's shot. Trying to chip this red. I can't really see it. Everybody's in my way. Bob does get the red. The yellow is shot, but the red is second shot, and the problem is that it is Ed's shot, and Ed has a perfect opportunity to hit and roll and sit 2 very buried if he gets this one to the inside. So last end, Ed tried to do a hit and roll to the inside and missed. It's a different end, different line. We'll see. Meanwhile, Jack is going to try and come down to that yellow that Diane has that is sitting shot. As the draw on the other side seems to be pretty blocked. So we'll see. Still one hearty soul listening to me drone on about curling here on Friday night at the Nutmeg Curling Club, as my third scotch is now underway, as is Ed's hit and roll shot here in the 4th end on sheet C. Ed, very nice weight. Oh, it's definitely outside. He's nose at best, and he may spill out. So Ed does spill. He's not sitting second shot. Ed's shot that is shot is back button, and so Bob has a draw to the button to sit shot, and that's what he's going to play. Jack's draw comes up very light. Diane is sitting 1. She has a second stone. Looks like she's going to try and promote, double, triple promote, something in the middle. This is going to be a classic Muldowney if she makes this. Diane is going to try and hit the stone. You got to take a look at this. This is super crazy. Whoops, hold on.
Did you ever see that one?
All right, Diane is going to try and hit the Yellowstone at the 2-guard, 3-guard position in, and maybe bang off of either of these other 2 Yellowstones to get a second stone in. That's the call. Bob Baroni's draw is a little heavy. No, not heavy, just not burying. So a pretty simple hit for Ed. Not clear that a hit and stick would be 2. I think if he hits the inside of that stone, it's definitely 2. So Ed is taking a very tight broom, hits the inside of that yellow, and will score 2 and take a 3-2 lead. Diane trying this crazy miracle run-up. Sweepers are on it. Your mama, Kristen Holm, sweeping hard. I can't tell from this angle, but I think she's crashing on the red. Oh, she's by. She does hit a yellow stone. It does go in, and it does count 2. So that is the definition of a Muldowney, and Diane takes 2. That is what we call a Muldowney. So Diane now up, looks like 5-2. Ed did hit out the yellow, but did not catch the inside. He hit the outside, rolled away, took 1. So it's 2-2 in a very tight ball game through 4. On sheet C, on sheet A, Diane with a 5-2 lead over Jack Miller after throwing a perfect Diane Muldowney shot. And I'm going to take a break for a second, hit the restroom, and then I'll be back for the conclusion of these 2 games and the conclusion of my 3rd scotch.
And I did a run back. Got rid of both their shot rods, and the run back rock was back up ice and out of the house. Forward. Yeah, it comes back up ice. And so everybody kept talking about the shot rock. So I went back and watched it, and I took around. You're talking to Eric. This is what I studied out. You're talking to Eric. I threw the rod on the thing where you got the shotgun. You guys walked off with something. You can't this crazy. You're talking, you turn around and you go like this. And then you go to Eric, and the hands come up, and you're like, and then Eric goes, I don't know. I just started cracking up. I didn't see that. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. I didn't throw that one. You won. You got lumped out of the head.
No offense, but may you keep up with not throwing.
I'll drink that.
Really, you're not supposed to win. You're running monsters.
Come on, really bad form. I put myself on the long side of the job. I put Dan on my team. I mean, what else do you want me to do?
So you just have an objection on this?
I tried picking the worst players. God.
Seniors should not be in the long.
Okay, so past presidents, seniors.
She ran the Blarney Stone for like
Okay, ex-chairs, board members. What else did you?
I'm just going on the age. You're a senior, you shouldn't be in the long.
Ex-board members. They all stay out of the long side.
But we just like it.
There's no way. All that stuff. That's all Eric's. So, blame him. All the negative things that you guys would think, that's all Eric. Everything that's going, everything that's going really well, all the things you're enjoying, those are the things.
All right, I'm back. 0 hardy watchers.
Yeah, I just want to differentiate the 2 sides.
All right.
What happens when you're not here?
Once again, I'm talking to myself, which is a lot like being at home.
He's not by for a second to go.
We are in the 5th end of both games. Diane Muldowney with a comfortable 5-2 lead over Jack Miller on sheet A. And Ed Scimia and Bob Baroni in a tie ball game here, 2-2 after 4. We have Diane has a stone on sheet A in the back 12. A lot of guards up in front for Jack to make some scoring. Got to start throwing some stones in the house, Jack. Since nobody is listening, I'm going to go for some popcorn, I think. I'll go for the popcorn. I'm going to go for the popcorn and take a bag of Cracker Jacks. No peanuts. All right. So on sheet A, Jack has not gotten a stone in the house. Diane has 2 stones in the house. On sheet C, there is a stone buried top. It's a Bob Baroni stone buried in the 4. Very nice. And Bob has hammer, so he's going to try and draw another one to the top 4, top 8, top 12. Jim Engstrom on the stick. Trying to set that rock on the stick. Your mama with the Holmes pair sweeping. Uh-oh, this could crash the guard. I think Jim may have thrown the wrong handle. Anyway, not going to crash the guard. It's going to be another guard. I may not have seen what the shot was, but it's a corner guard. Ed's going to try and run back his own guard. Just clear it. If he can't clear it, if he can run it back onto the red, perfect. If not, clear it. It's fine. Phil Stevens throwing massive weight at this stone in the 12. Michael Young throwing massive weight is just going to peel this corner guard. Jim Engstrom going to try to draw down again. Phil Stevens throwing the massive weight must have missed everything because I still see all those yellows there. I think Diane is just looking for Nate to draw in or wick off. Sweepers are on it. Nate with another nice shot. A little deep, but it's going to stick around. Jack's only option now is to draw down to that. Ed's only option is to draw down also, looking for Patty Bowman to draw in. My only option is to drink more scotch. With nobody watching, nobody listening, nobody cares about me. All right, Patty Bowman drawing in. Looks a little narrow and light. Sweepers are not bothering anymore. And Ed is hoping it hogs. And it does. Jack could not get a draw in. Diane looking for another draw to the top four from Nate Holm.
Oh, we got the double. Now this is Amy Schneider. He's red.
Sweepers are on it. Another beauty by Nate. That's top four. No. Maybe a little past the tee line. Jack needs a good shot out of Sean Cummings right now or he's screwed. Sweeper's not on it. Sweeper's on it now. Got to pass that guard. Oh, and it chipped off the guard. Diane is sitting at least 2, maybe 4 on sheet C. Jack was in a world of hurt. Over on C, Patty Bowman almost falls on the way back. Baroni is shot, looking to put up a guard. Baroni has the hammer, sitting 1. I think we'd like to see this maybe top 12. Diane sitting 4. Just needs to corner to that red or draw in. Definitely does not want to promote that red. Ryan Heidi a little narrow on this guard. You're going to need the wick here. Sweepers need to come off this and play the wick. Nope, decided to go in. Should have played the wick, and now it's deep. All right, and back 4, not terrible. I would have played the wick there. I would have called the sweep. But anyway, Ryan not happy with that throw because Ed now has a pretty easy hit and roll to sit shot, although he has not made a hit and roll yet. I don't know what Diane did, but Jack has got to get one down to the button here. No, I'm good. Thank you, Mr. Larry.
I mean, it's getting all drama now with the.
So Ed Scimia looking to hit and roll off of this yellow here. To be shot stone. Ed's had a little trouble with this shot tonight. And this one looks pretty good. He needs to move a little though. Not sure. He's in my way, so I can't really see, but I don't think he's getting to the inside of this one either. All right. He jammed on the back yellow, and that leaves Baroni with a hit to sit 2. That shot stone is pretty buried, so a hit and flop over would be good. Jack Miller's draw on the way. This really needs to get down to that stone on the button. Got to get off that red, Jack. Oh no. All right, I can't tell. Jack is shot. That's good. Jack hit it and is sitting shot and is mostly buried. Jack needs this to get back in the game. That was a very big shot for Jack, so well done. I'm not sure Diane can even get to that stone. Baroni taking a good look at this hit.
Have a go, man.
All he wants to do is hit and stay and not jam his yellow. Hit and stay and not jam the yellow. Nothing special here. Nose is fine. A roll to either side is fine. Just be counting and not jam that yellow in the back. That's all he needs. So the broom he's taken looks like downweight hit to me. Control. Oh, he's tightened up the broom. So maybe he's going to throw a little more. He's afraid of the jam, so he's taking a little more broom. He's still pretty downweight. Bob Baroni does not throw big weight hits. Sweepers are on it already. I kind of did not like him tightening up the broom because he does throw down weight, and he has missed this by a mile. I think he was just too afraid of the jam, but that was just an awful, awful throw. All right. I don't know, boys. We're in the third Scotch zone.
Hit the cough button.
That is not fake news. That is real.
We are in the third Scotch zone. That was just, I don't know what to say. All right. Ed is going to draw in. There is plenty of room to get down to that stone in the back four. Nothing special. He doesn't have the hammer. Just draw down, top button, button. This shot is very much in Ed's wheelhouse. Sweeper's not on it. Very clear of the guards. So weight only call. Line is fine.
Yep.
I can't see. Sweepers are on it now. Yeah, this looks perfect. Yeah. All right. Baroni gets another chance here. He can still make a nice hit. Nose, I think, will take two. Definitely has to throw more at this than the last one. Over on sheet A, Diane got rid of Jack Stone. I don't know how she did that. I wasn't watching, but Jack really needs to get this in, and it looks like he's going to. Sweepers are off. A lot of backing. Beautiful shot by Jack. That was big to keep Jack in the game because he could have given up a steal of 3, maybe 4 there. Very excellent shot by Jack. So good shot by Jack Miller to stay in this game at 5-3. Baroni needs to throw a much better shot here than the last. Goes without saying. Needs to put a little bit more up weight into this. Nose it. Take two. Big opportunity here for Bob Baroni. Oh, he's come out firing out of the hack after the last shot. Line is really good. Needs to curl a little bit. Jam is a possibility. Sweepers are not on it. I'm afraid of the jam.
He's good. Very nice.
Very nice shot by Bob Baroni. Nice recovery. All right. From the ridiculous to the sublime. Takes two. Taking a 4-2 lead over the vaunted Ed Scimia. So very nice shot. And I applaud you, sir. That was a big throw. Plus, I think you win the award for best costume of the evening. All right. Things are getting interesting. Certainly for me. We have one watching. God knows what the hell is going to come out of my mouth the last 3 ends of these two games. As we get deep into the third Scotch.
Ready for a fourth.
I'm not stopping you. All right. Sweepers are on it.
That's a little light. It's got to go a little bit.
No, it's fine for a center guard.
It's good.
That's fine. Nice center guard. I got to say that this Terry Nickerson has thrown very well all night long. She has thrown very, very well all night long. And over on sheet A, the newbies on sheet A have played exceptionally well. So that one through on sheet A. Kristen Holm looking to throw a centerline guard. Diane always likes the centerline guard, even with hammer. Something I've never understood about Diane. But she will tell you that she's been curling for 30 years and she knows better than me. So anyway, Diane drawing in, it looks like. Not a centerline guard. It's a little heavy. Jack going to sweep this out the back. It's going to stay, I think. That's not terrible with the hammer. Not terrible to have that one in the back. That one could be counting later. Pia Engstrom for Bob Baroni. Am I right about that? Yeah, Pia Engstrom's played very well too. I got to say, some of these newbies on this sheet C have played very well. I want to know if Jim Engstrom switched to the stick in the middle of the game or I'm just delusional. Delusional, very high probability there. Pia Engstrom a little heavy here. I think that one's going through. Over on sheet A, Phil Stevenstone a little heavy going through. Warm Room is now watching curling from some other curling club. What are they watching up there?
The Childs.
Oh, the Child. Do we have teams in the Childs?
I think Kitty's playing. Yeah.
Who is?
Kitty.
Oh, Kitty's playing in Childs. Is she playing now?
Yeah.
All right, the Warm Room is gathered around the TV watching the stream from, where's the Childs? Watching the stream
Bucks County.
from Bucks County. That's a great club, by the way, if you ever get a chance to go.
Yeah.
Fantastic. 4 sheets, huge warm room, really nice. They took the guy who built Bucks County, bought the facility. It had 2 hockey rinks. He turned one of the hockey rinks into. He was a member of the Philadelphia Curling Club. They only have 2 sheets, so he bought these 2 hockey rinks, took down the glass, kept up the boards, built 4 dedicated sheets, and then built a warm room behind it. The warm room is unbelievable, with stadium seating, state-of-the-art TVs, huge bar. It's really nice. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Is that where the his and hers is?
Yes, that's why I went to the His and Hers last year. Which is also, I recommend that. And are you going to that?
I am.
I think I told you there's this golf course called 5 Ponds, like 5 minutes from the curling club. Really nice golf course.
No, you did not tell me, but I.
So bring your sticks and play the 5 Ponds. Really, really nice. We had a good time there. We did not do well. I think we got to the second event final and lost. Which is, I mean, okay. I have a pin. All right, Diane has split the house there and is now sitting 3 with the front pretty jammed, and Jack is shaking his head. And over on C here, Ed has this stone sailing through the house, I think. There's nothing in, a lot of guards, but Jack is in a world of hurt here. He's down 5-3. He's without hammer, and Diane has 3 stones in and the front all jammed up. Really needs a big shot from Sean Cummings here. Gotta curl this one in. Sweepers are on it. I think he's going to jam the guard. Oh, no. Oh, it just gets worser and worser. Diane sitting 3. 2 guards. Diane looking to tap that one that just got jammed in up to the button. and it's just a mess. Oh, I got one listener back. They couldn't stay away for long.
Preaching in the choir. Didn't go away last night.
Diane looking to promote. Nate, a little light. Sweepers are off. He's on the red. That's still not a terrible shot. Ed looking to come outside against the wall. Looks light. Sweepers are on it. This is never getting there. Not in this lifetime. That looks like it could even hog. It's barely over. All right, Bob, promote that one yellow you have is the right shot here. I think that's what he's calling. Yep, looking for a little tap. Ryan Heidi, little tap on that stone that's sitting just outside the top of the rings. Sean Cummings still looking to make this great shot. He's against the wall. I can't see it very well, but it looks heavy and by. And that is not a good throw either. And Diane's going to put a little effort into sweeping that out. All right, Ryan Heidi looking to tap. Not much broom here. Very narrow. That's on the guards already. I think Bob did not give enough broom on that shot. I don't think that was the right broom, Bob. All right, no harm here. I think he'll just hit the red into the yellow. Oh, he might get... Oh, nothing. It's not terrible. Not enough broom there on that shot. All right. Oh, and Diane wicks in another one. Oh, geez. 4. Diane counting 4. And Jack's just in a world of hurt. I'm not even sure how he gets into the rings with all of those yellow stones out front. Patty Bowman trying to draw in. Wow. Ed's got a lot of faith in Patty if he thinks that she can curl through these 2 yellow stones and get in the house. It's a real danger of Patty wicking in that yellow stone. Wow. This looks like gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Sweep it!
Gotta go.
There you go, Ed. Get out there.
Wow, what a spectacular throw by Patty Bowman there. That is totally buried top 8. Spectacular throw. And there's no way. I like the tap better. There's no way you're getting to that red. Jack, God bless your heart, man. You got to try and get something in here against 4, or you're going home early.
Yeah, what's going on out there? It's down 2?
Yes.
Mark, what do we got going on, Mark?
We have Diane up by 2, sitting 4 on sheet A without, oh no, with hammer. Jack's first stone, and he's got to get in somehow. And then Baroni up by 2, trying to tap up here, but I think he's narrow. Oh, and that's going through. Ed sitting 1. And Jack has just promoted 1 in, so Diane is only sitting 3 now instead of 4. And just in a world of hurt.
Have we commented on how fantastic Bob Baroni's outfit is?
I have multiple times commented on Bob Baroni's outfit. And by the way, I have also commented on how shitty you played until the 7th end.
Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
I was thinking about that while I was out there.
You were awful.
It was fucking terrible.
You were terrible. And I just want you to know that that F-bomb you just dropped, which may have gone out over the mic, was not mine.
That was you, definitely.
No, I'm disclaiming responsibility for that F-bomb.
I did college radio, and they're like, if you swear, just apologize, and hopefully the FCC doesn't like come rain down on our
Okay, so last night I was too drunk to know that I had dropped an F-bomb. It wasn't until this morning that I realized it, but I am still, even though I've been through 3 scotches, I was sober enough to know that was not mine.
No, well, I'm not on the mic, so.
That was not mine. That was random violence. Random. That was random violence from.
Bad marks,
from
you know.
that was Skinny Larry. Random violence. I want everybody to know.
All to it.
The commish.
You just got a second time.
And we're having fun at the Blarney.
All right. I also commented that perhaps your inability to throw a shot the entire evening
Yes.
was somehow corresponding
Yes.
to the difficulty of also running a
Well, thank
spiel.
you so much for adding
So I
that.
gave you an excuse.
I appreciate
I
it.
gave you an out.
So hey, that port shot for one.
Yeah.
Could you normally do that, or you go for the kill shot there? So be a situation where you
In the
go,
eighth?
go around to that, like, yeah, shot sort of mount to that one. No,
In the 7th? I don't
All right, Bob Baroni trying to draw in here or tap up his stone. This looks really good for a tap.
On the other side?
Sweep it hard. Got to go hard because I don't know if it has enough energy for this tap. Got to go on the next one. Go hard. Go, go, go.
I don't mind.
Oh, not enough. All right. It's not terrible.
The other side he did.
Giving up one here is not terrible,
Throwing that rock back.
but Ed has 2 stones, and I think you're giving up more than one.
Yeah, I mean, and I threw it perfect. It bumped it. It just, the shot wasn't there.
Yes.
So.
You just can't be in a situation against Ed where you're leaving him with shots to score,
In a Mets.
because Ed is going to bury you. Especially if the shot is not that difficult, and this one is not difficult at all. Ed has had some trouble with hit and rolls tonight, but his draws have been absolute money. Has not missed a draw all evening. Meanwhile, Jack
Just pushes it to shit.
throws a decent shot to cut Diane down to 1, and that is a pretty excellent result. If Diane only takes 1 here, that's fantastic. Keeps Jack in the game. It's been a real struggle for Jack. He's been the house has been against him in almost every end when it's been his turn to throw, and I give Jack credit. Thank you, sir. The 4th scotch has arrived. Warning lights are going out over the internet. There's only one watching, so I'm not too concerned as long as the one is not Britt Bisson, the chair of the broadcast committee.
It's not. He's very busy at his gaming conference.
All right, so Ed was a little light there. Britt put out a series of rules at the beginning of the year. He wants only official, sanctioned, trained broadcasters on the mic. I've already violated 2 of the rules on the list.
Bylaws.
No drinking of alcohol while on the mic. That's right out.
That's going to be tough.
That's right out. That rule is right out.
After last year's Blarney,
That was the dumbest rule I ever heard.
some of the greenhorns were like, they were wasting on the mic.
And then, of course, no swearing, which
Which you
Skinny Larry violated tonight.
Pure violencia.
Random violence. I was an innocent bystander. Diane only takes 1. She was sitting 4. I credit Jack for keeping in the game. He's down 6-3 with hammer going into the last 2 ends. Ed, after, in Yiddish, we have an expression in Yiddish. It's called kinahara. Kinahara means it's a bad luck. It's a statement of bad luck. Kinahara. Okay. So my brother, who died in January, God rest his soul, my brother used to, by the way, I have another story about my brother in a moment. So my brother used to refer to the kinahara as a canary. And my brother, who was very heavy, would refer to himself as a 300-pound canary sitting on my shoulder with bad luck, going chirp, chirp, chirp. So to give you an idea of how unlucky my brother is, my brother had a huge gambling problem.
Okay.
And when he died in January, he was good friends with, surprisingly, the track announcer at Santa Anita.
Okay.
So I arranged with the track announcer at Santa Anita to, off the record, spread my brother's ashes on the track at Santa Anita Racecourse, which I did on Martin Luther King Day this year. Now, by the way, if you have not been paying attention, 22 horses have died at Santa Anita,
Yes.
and they've closed the track.
Oh my
Which-
God. Are you blaming your brother?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
I have no doubt.
Are you serious?
I have no doubt that my blessed dead brother has closed Santa Anita Racetrack.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Signing off.
Good night.
You just got taken.
Wow.
So
Ooh, they have a terrible problem right now.
that's what happened. Yes.
See your brother.
Thank you.
Put it through and
They are digging up my brother. They're digging up the track. They're digging up my brother at Santa Anita as we
No, it's just
speak.
injuries and putting them down.
22.
So they shoot them up.
Which is already over twice as many as last season.
So,
Oh my God.
so I have to another story about my brother.
Okay.
My brother was the funniest guy I've known my entire life. Absolutely my funniest. So my brother never had like a real job. Every day he hustled, and every night, every day he lost whatever he made gambling, and he'd go to bed, and he'd have to wake up the next day and do it all again. So, and he lived like this for his entire life. And when I last saw him in September, he said to me, he wakes up every morning and he goes, "Again?"
Holy shit. Wow.
The funniest guy I ever knew, my brother. One other story about my brother. So we go out, we're in September, we go to visit him. And my son, who lives out in LA, and my daughter and I, we all go out, we're all out, we're actually visiting my son, but we all get together to have lunch with my brother. So we picked this restaurant to have lunch at, which turns out to be the restaurant at which Robert Blake killed his girlfriend, if you remember that. It's actually 6 blocks from where my brother lives. So we're going to have lunch at this restaurant. And I said to him, because I had a feeling he wasn't well enough to walk over, I said, "We'll come and pick you up." So I dropped Rana and my daughter, Remy, off at the restaurant. My son, Michael, is going to drive over to pick up my brother. So my brother's on the left side of the street, and we are coming across on the right side of the street. We have to make a U-turn. My son, who's a bit of a space cadet, jams the U-turn, and now he has to back up and redo it, but he doesn't back up far enough, so he has to redo it.
Redo.
So then he pulls up in front of my brother. My brother, we open the door to the car. My brother says, "You want me to get into the car with him?" Funniest guy I ever knew. Tremendous.
All right, George.
All right, I don't know who gave me this. You gave me this one? I don't know who gave me this. Salud. Thank you again, Steve Dulski. Nostrovia. All right, we are in the final 2 ends of what has become a 4-scotch evening. I hope my wife has not dialed in from LA, where she is with my son. And Jack Miller, down 3 on sheet A, has the hammer and a stone in the house, which Diane is trying to get your mama to get rid of. And nobody is sweeping, and this looks wide. Your mama does not look happy. And that's a flash. Big break for Jack. Over here on sheet C, I think Ed only took 1, right? They didn't put it up, but I think Ed only took 1. So Baroni, that's a correct. So Baroni is up by 1 with the hammer and a corner guard that he is looking to draw behind. And Pia Ingstrom, who's had a very nice game, is looking to throw one in the house behind this corner guard. So line looks good. This is a weight-only situation. Sweepers are on it. I like this shot at the moment. It's clear of the guard. It's got to go, though. Got to sweep it, boys. Sweep hard. It's got to go. Bob is out to sweep it. Got to go. No, we're crashing. All right, not terrible because it just gives another corner guard. So that's not awful. It doesn't have to be in early. Ed, looking to steal, is going to put up a center guard. Over on sheet A, Jack's team was unable to capitalize on your mama's flash, and now Nate is looking to hit it, and this looks pretty good. So Nate is nose. And Jack's front end has just not been able to capitalize on any opportunities tonight. I'm sure Jack is a little frustrated. Jack has kept his team in his game tonight for sure. Jack's played great. I don't think the rest of his team has really helped him very much. Sean Cummings being asked to throw behind the corner guard. Ed's got a guard up. And Jack really needs a corner guard, needs something behind this corner guard now. Jim Engstrom on the stick. Did Jim Engstrom start this game on the stick, or did he switch to the stick in the middle of the game?
Switched.
He did, right?
Correct.
Wow, and he's throwing great on the stick. Did he fall or something? He must have. I don't know what happened. He did switch though, right?
He is a stick curler.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he is.
Did he switch in the? Did he start on the?
Bob told me he was a stick curler.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I mean, he's thrown very well on the stick, so not that shot. But all right, Jack did get a guard behind the corner guard, a stone behind the guard. How you doing, Barb?
I'm good, thanks.
Did you recover from your game?
I have to go home and cry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
We went downhill.
Yeah, it went
It'll
down.
be better tomorrow.
It was a nice start.
It was a nice start.
I got the proofs of our shirts.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Good.
We'll get the shirts soon. So we are going to the, me and the Baronis and Rana are going to the Pig Squeal. And the theme is Despicable Me. So Rana and I had never seen the movie, so we went and we watched it.
We watched it the same night you did.
So never having seen Despicable Me. So after that, we had to come up with a name and a shirt. So I don't know if you guys watched Despicable Me, and if you remember that the evil woman puts the kids in something called the box of shame.
Really?
So this is our team, and this is our shirt.
Keep going. The fighter. He's not going to wear that.
Yeah, we're going to wear that.
That's good.
Came out pretty good.
It did. And that looks great. It looks just like a box.
Now, is that Bonspiel 6 ends, or is it 8?
Yes, it's
Like
6.
on the backside.
It's 6.
On the backside of the shirt, too. Because that's what you see. It's the back of the shirt.
Oh, the only one listening is Alf, and he says, check the comments. All right. I don't know if that means that I need to check what I am saying, or I need to check what he has written in.
He's right.
Other people are saying.
All right.
Check that tomorrow.
Don't do this to me,
Alf says, I say listening to you is like backing into a brace and bit. I'm going to get bored.
Bored?
Wow.
Wow.
What is it compete?
Wow.
Harsh commentary from the critics out there.
Wow. One listener, and I'm getting hosed by him. I'm getting heckled by the one listener. I've been at this effing thing for 5 hours.
4 scotches later.
Through 4 scotches, one listener, it turns out to be Alf, and he's heckling me.
Doesn't like it.
Wow. I'm hurt. That hurts me.
Boring.
Wow, boring. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna have to jack it up now.
Well, how did Alf do? I mean,
Alf is not in the spiel, is he?
yes, he is.
That's a dead.
Oh, Alf lost last night. Comment on Alf losing.
All right, sounds like it's sour grapes from Alf, the big loser.
Nutmeg knockout.
All right, over on sheet A, Diane takes out Jack Stone, sits 2. Over on sheet C, Patty Bowman going to try and hit this yellow stone that's exposed to sit 2. I gotta admit, I'm a little pissed off at Alf now. Can I say pissed off? I'm pretty sure I can say pissed off, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, this is that.
The warm room says I can say pissed off. All right.
It's been on fire tonight.
I'm pretty cheesed off at Alf now.
Yeah.
I mean, there were several people that literally couldn't leave last night just so we could watch mine. I mean, it was like, what's he gonna say now?
What might he say next?
You're like Brockmeyer.
All right.
Here it comes.
Right? You're Brockmeyer?
All right. Over on sheet C, we've got Ryan Heidi for Baroni trying to draw in, put a second one in. Oh no, Ed is sitting back. Ed is sitting shot. That's heavy. That's a flash.
Oh, way heavy. That was like.
Oh, Jack. Jack's gonna have to throw a spectacular flat. Oh, it's not a flat. He doesn't need to double. But even if he hits and stays, he's only counting one. Is this his last stone? No, he's got one more. All right. All right, Alf is back. Alf Linder says, I don't, somebody's going to have to come over and translate what the F Alf said because I have no idea what he's talking about.
Sorry, keyboard.
Retracted. He's redacting his messages now.
He's retracted his message. He damn well should.
You can't take it back. You can't take it back.
The great foghorn leghorn, he said.
I have no idea what the heck Alf is saying.
That was a quote from Great Foghorn Leghorn.
Which, I don't know.
Cartoon.
I know who Foghorn Leghorn is. I watched a lot of cartoons when I was a kid.
I love you, Mark.
All right, Alfie, you're back on my good side.
Nice shot. Oh.
All right, Jack did hit but did not stay, it looks like, on sheet A. Jack's in a world of hurt here.
You're shaking, that's it.
Is that it? No mas?
Down 3?
Down 4.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can see anything from the camera.
All right, no mas for Jack Miller on sheet A. I'm sure he's very disappointed. But I will say that the substitution, Mr. Commissioner, hey, Mr. Commissioner,
Hey, Lair.
I will say that the substitution of your mama for whoever Chris Godin is was a contributing factor in Diane's victory this evening.
You know what the initial choices were? Robert and Vince. We did what we could.
All right. All right.
Another time. Take a range.
Okay. I just want you all to know that being one of Jack's closest friends, I now have to handhold him for the rest of the spiel over him going down in the first event, game 1. That is now my burden, not any of yours.
Right. Well, carry
You
the So, Field of Dreams. Coming through.
All right.
So Yo-Yo Ma helped, huh?
No, not Yo-Yo Ma.
No, it's Yo-Yo Ma.
Alf says he's teeing off at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Very nice, Alfie. Where are you playing? Are you up at your ski house in Vermont?
Goes to 203.
Very nice, Alfie. Enjoy. I was thinking about playing golf, but I got 2 games tomorrow. All right. Over on sheet C, Ed. Down 1. 7th end. Baroni. Ed sitting shot. Baroni with the hammer, looks like. Ed's going to try and draw a second one in. I said last end that Ed has been drawing very well, and then he S'd the bed on his last draw, but we'll see what he does here. Line is pretty good. He's only got 1 sweeper. Where does his other sweeper go?
Yes, the bed.
They started
Est
a little
the
late.
bed. I got to be very worried about the sensors here.
Yes, the bed.
So, Larry Solo, 10:55.
I just want to apologize to Britain in advance.
Nice shot.
All right. He's counting two, but very exposed.
Okay.
All right. Baroni needs to hit this out. Looks like he's going to give up a steal of one, and we're going to go to the 8th end with Baroni and Ed tied, with Baroni with the hammer. I don't see that he has any other option. If he gets lucky and hits this and rolls in, he could take one. And that leads to the debate about whether you are better off up to without or tied with. He's got to hit this stone. How are we doing at the Childs?
Amy stole first, second, and third.
Who did?
They're killing it.
She stole all three.
Who's Amy?
Amy Schneider.
Oh, really?
And she is up 4-zip currently.
Amy Schneider is skipping?
Yes.
Wow.
There you go. There. See you tomorrow.
So what does Kitty do? Where is Kitty throwing?
I don't know what was the time. I gave you guys the time.
What's that?
2 different teams.
Oh, different teams. Who does Amy Schneider have?
Danielle. I don't know. Who the other-
Danielle Tapper?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Anybody else from Nutmeg?
You guys, yeah.
Is it an all Nutmeg team?
Aaron, somebody.
I said the time. I remember that. Yeah, I said the time that you guys needed to.
So I had to look into it. So Bob's pants
you should go to the Dyke.
are probably from the 20s, right? So the man.
Oh, we got a second
Uh-oh.
listener has jumped in for the end of the 4-Scotch drunken call at the Blarney Stone. Oh, water. Thank you. My wife appreciates the water.
That's the great debate.
So you choose any one of these managers from the Yankees in the 20s.
I am not
George Stallings. It's Hal Chase. It could be Hal Chase.
It could be. Well, you don't know what he has on under the jacket, though.
Do I want to know?
Does he have it?
That's for Barb. That's for Barb.
Does he have a jersey on under the jacket? Does it have a number on it? Is it of somebody?
I want to say they have a B on it because I had the hat that went with it. For baseball or something. We went to a bone steel with the Roaring 20s.
Oh, yeah?
So he was from the 20s and I was a player.
We went to a Bonspiel, me and Rana and the Bockleys. I don't know if you know the Bockleys. And we came in second in the costume. Me and Carl Bockley wore tuxedos, and our wives were dressed as flappers. Gotta hit this stone, Bob.
So like Patrick Bale and so.
Gotta get there. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Sweep it. Oh no.
Go, sweep.
Sweep it hard!
Oh,
no. Tied up? No.
Yeah. You
Kind of like,
together to get in there, right? Yeah. Tied up.
whoa.
Oh, no.
One now.
That was the wrong call. He had to hit that stone.
That's the last rock. So.
Yeah.
So now he's down one with. He should have hit that out and been down even with.
No, that was the last rock of the game.
Oh, there's no more game?
Get it in. Yeah, I can do.
Really?
They were asking me. I said I gave you guys the time. It's 10:55. You're not having cut off. That's
All right.
the last time.
So apparently that was the last stone of the game in the 7th end on time. And Bob was trying to draw in to win it and came up light instead of hitting and going to a nutmeg knockout. And so Ed wins the game by 1 here at the end of the 7th end, and we are done. I am not drunk drinking, but I am done announcing.
Sponsored by
Sponsored by?
DeWars.
No.
No.
Glenlivet. The Glenlivet 12.
And the Mark Zakin School of
The Mark Zakin School of Takeouts
the school
with my prime